Hi you guys, it's me, Be Unique. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello and welcome. If you're returning, you know you guys are awesome. So today's video is going to be a wear test / review of the KVD Apple Serum Foundation. And I got it when it first came out, and I didn't do the video right away because it wasn't hot enough. I wanted to actually like review this in weather that it claims it could hold up to or hold up in. So anyway, enough rambling on. Let's get into the video. All right, you guys, before we get into the application, let's go over the products, shall we? So here is the packaging. I had purchased the shade medium 039. KVD foundation is retailing for $42 at Sephora and Ulta. This is supposed to be a full coverage serum foundation. It has some claims. It's got some claims. Okay. Lightweight, all day wear, transfer resistant. Okay. It's supposed to be vegan, full coverage, cruelty free, natural matte finish. It claims to be best for oily combo / normal skin. So we all know it's supposed to be lightweight serum, full coverage serum foundation. It's supposed to blend and bend with skin for a natural seamless finish and transfer proof wear. I will say it did blend with my skin tone very well. It did oxidize a smidge now that I'm seeing it over time. But again, on camera, I think it pulls a little yellow more so than it is in person. In person, it matches my chest very well. It has 40 shades. And I feel that if you're going to have 40 shades, there should be a better transition from light to dark. I don't see that. It feels all over the place, so to speak. It has the ingredients of Kinsey leaf extract to help mattify the skin. It's supposed to be humidity and sweat resistant as well. I also purchased a primer to go along with this review. It's supposed to be pore refining. They both are supposed to be, you know, a little pore refining. And what's not. The primer is supposed to be hydrating. It retails for $34 on both websites. Alrighty, you guys, so jumping into the video, we're going to start with her primer, which is supposed to be hydrating. And being that this foundation is supposed to be, you know, lasting all day, it's going to be probably drying and sucking the moisture out the skin. So I'm assuming that's why this primer is supposed to be hydrating. You know, it's not mattifying or anything like that. If I could go. So it's supposed to minimize the look of pores instantly and over time. It's supposed to be hydrating, blurring, makeup extending, infused with rice water and green lentil. I like the packaging. It's cute, you know, black, sleek. It's like that little black dress, you know, you need in your wardrobe. Can't go wrong with that. All right, so anyway, enough rambling on. Let me just open this up. Let's see what the consistency is. So it is a squeezy tube. Okay, here we go. So today's temperature, you guys, is supposed to be 90. And then by the time I go to the bus stop for my daughter, it's going to be like in between 90 and 88. So that's going to be fun. It's supposed to be, you know, a little muggy. Oh. So one thing I'm not liking instantly, immediately, about this packaging is that I feel like it should be a little bit more narrow, but I don't know. Okay, we'll see. Oh, it's thick. Never mind. I thought it was gonna be runny. It's thick. I lied. Oh, she really thick. Check that out. That is okay. All right. Well, we're gonna start with the chin and the nose. You know, I mean, it's going all over my face anyway. But the temperature is gonna be hot. It's gonna be a little muggy today. You know, compared to what it was like in the winter. And now keep in mind, when I am at the bus stop, I don't sit down. So I'm going to be moving and grooving. I walk around. I try to get my steps in. And we're going to see if this is sweat resistant. If it is, humidity resistant. Like it says. Because here in Southwest Florida, bleh, it is all those things. It is all them things and then some. So we're gonna see. It doesn't really have a scent. It feels good. It feels cooling almost. It feels slightly tacky, not too much, but there is a little pull to my hand. Ooh, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. So I should have zoomed you guys in before I put the primer on to see if it really does what it says. But I'm gonna zoom you in now. So looking in the mirror, I feel like they've definitely been minimized for sure. Obviously, I have some acne going on. I still have my flare-up going on, as you can see on my neck and on my eye. So I don't know how that's gonna go. So definitely here in this area has been minimized. My nose, not so much, but I didn't really put a lot of product on my nose. So let me add a little more. Now I do have acne scarring from my teenage days when I was picking my face like a fool. So, you know, I got some craters, you know, in certain areas. And honestly, I could barely tell that they're there. So let's now get into the foundation. I have picked out the shade Medium 39. That seemed the best shade when I had swatched it. We're going to see how this goes because a lot of things oxidize in me and then it looks like Oompa Loompa and it's a hot mess. Now, I have a brush, which is my typical go-to application for foundation. But I have my sponge just in case. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm not going to set this primer, by the way. I do have oily skin. So typically I follow that Jackie Ina tip. And that has never steered me wrong. This is like a pump and a half. I don't know why I did that. I'm not paying attention, you guys. Ugh. But yeah, that tip has never really failed me. But being that this is supposed to be doing all this good stuff, we're going to see. Look at that. That's like erased it. And that was like barely a pump on that. That was like a little speck. Okay. So far, brush application's pretty good. I don't see any streakiness. This is her brush, by the way. It feels good on the skin. I'm glad that it's not drying because I thought it was going to be really drying on my skin. And I have been having some dry patches because of the eczema / psoriasis or whatever because over here is flaking like a mofo. But so this area here, it has been really dry. And where is this patch? It's going away, but it was around here. So those are going to be like the areas for me. But yeah, it feels really good. It doesn't feel... All right, you guys. So my face is done. I have my lashes on. We're really going to see how this holds up because at first I wasn't going to even put on all this makeup. And I'm like, you know what? Let me really keep it light because I'm only going to be home. And then I'm going to go to the bus stop. It's going to be hot. You know, I'm going to most likely be a little sweaty. And then I thought to myself, it's the perfect time. It's the perfect time to see if this is really going to hold up or not. So, okay. This is what it is looking like. I'm going to zoom in a little bit or a lot. And we're really going to see the before and then the after. All right, you guys. We're close. We're personal. This is what my skin looks like at the moment. So, first thing I will say, I'm seeing crease in here. I guess I scrunch my forehead a lot. And therefore there are the creases. I tried getting them out for the most part, but I mean, they're there. Is it a big deal? No, it's not. But it's there if you guys are wondering. If you have textured skin, you're gonna see everything, obviously. So here's what this is looking like that I'm dealing with here. Now, if you guys don't know, and you guys are new to my channel, I am an oily skin type, hormonal acne. I do get eczema / psoriasis or a combo. One of, I don't know, it's not really diagnosed, but I know it's one of the two. But anyway, that's the skin type that I have, sensitive skin too. So 99% of the time, I'm oily. I'm an oil slick, and that's the life I live. Times like now where I have a little bit of a flare up, I will get dry patches, my flare up and whatnot. But again, I still get oily. So as of right now, where I'm going to be oily recently is T-zone area. So that's going to be the main focus. I did set this foundation. I used my Fenty powder. I did use a setting spray, which was, what is this? The One Size Until Dawn mattifying setting spray. I wasn't even thinking when I grabbed that setting spray because I was going to use just something like the MAC Fix Plus regular original. But for some reason my mind just went straight to that because again, I have oily skin. That's my go-to type of product. So I can't really see any pores here on camera in the finder, but I mean, I'm trying to look off into the mirror now. I do see, I mean, they're there. You know, they're not going to disappear completely, but has it definitely minimized with the primer and the foundation? I believe so. But that's just my opinion. It could be just me wishful thinking at this point. As for the color, on camera, it looks off. And I don't know why. So let me zoom out a little bit so we can gauge the color. So as for the foundation shade itself, I mean, I do contour here, so it's going to look darker. But comparing it, not on camera, because the camera, it's pulling yellow almost on camera. But in person, it's not. So that's really weird. If you guys have any tips and tricks on how to fix that, let me know because that's odd. But in person, I can't. Will it oxidize is a whole nother question. Do I feel it has oxidized since original application? Yes, absolutely. How it feels on the skin, very lightweight. I don't feel anything. Like it doesn't feel like I have anything on. So yeah, color, it feels good. It didn't irritate my skin. Again, I have sensitive skin, so it didn't irritate or burn or make me itch. But again, I've only had this on for 17 minutes right now. Now that this is completely on my face and it's done and I'm good to go for the rest of the day, it is 12:17 p.m. Key things I'm looking for in this foundation. Number one, is it transfer resistant like it claims? I will be wearing sunglasses to help test that theory. I do have a 1-year-old whose hands are all over my face half the time anyway, so we're going to see it there. Also, will it break down in my trouble areas, which is my T-zone? Will it break down in my chin? Will it break down around my nose? More so here, I believe, is going to be where I'm keeping an eye out. I am not going to be eating anything. I already ate. That was my mistake. I shouldn't have done that. But I'll just talk a lot or find some gum, chewing gum, to really see if it's going to separate. Is it going to crack? Is it going to look cakey? Another thing I want to know is how it's going to hold up with humidity and possibly sweat. Again, Southwest Florida, I'm going to be outside at the bus stop for at least 30 minutes, walking up and down, walking. I'm not going to stop moving, guys. I do this every day. This is my normal. So my hair is not going to get done. It is going to be like this. Because again, I'm going to be at the bus stop. So with that being said, let's see what happens for the rest of the day, shall we? Hey you guys, here we are at the first check-in. It is now 3:51 p.m. and I mean, it's hot. I'm sorry, 3:52. So right now the temperature outside is reading 90 degrees. It didn't feel like 90 degrees, I guess because there was a lot of trees and stuff. So where I was at, I was walking and stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, I literally just walked in the door, and I'm sweating. So let's zoom in. Let's see what's going on. These were the sunglasses that I wore. I see a little makeup, not too much. Anyway, so as you guys know, I wore these little sunglasses, and let me see if I could show you. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I mean, there is some makeup on there. Question is, what does it look like on my face? This is what, I mean, you can see there. And I obviously was sweating. But this side isn't that bad. That's interesting. So one side is less disturbed, I guess is the word that I'm looking for, versus this side, where you can clearly see that there is something missing here. As for the oils, they are peeking through. They started peeking through, to be honest, an hour ago, if not more. And I noticed because my nose was starting to get really shiny. It doesn't look bad. I feel very mattified for the most part. Like this, again, see you guys, like T-zone area, like this area right here, it is shiny. Everywhere else is fine. Now, as for this area here, I will say, you can hear him in the background. While I was tending to my little one, he had his hands all over my face. There was a lot of pulling, a lot of tugging, a lot of, you know, resting on his little lap because he wanted to snuggle for a minute. And my makeup held up. Like, in that aspect, transfer resistant, you know, with fabric, it held. I can see a little bit here on my chin where it slightly looks disturbed, and I mean slightly because he had his hand there. He didn't pull or tug, but he just like kind of held it for a minute. Not looking on the camera or on the viewfinder, but looking in real life, it doesn't look bad at all. Like that, this little bit here, that does not bother me now one bit, just because I know that's not there all year round, you know. So, but if you want to really nitty-gritty analyze it, it's hard to like really analyze it because I'm trying to really look. Let me pull up. It didn't separate. It just looks like there's, like it's raised. I don't know if you could see it, like in the light patches here, it's slightly raised. And I mean ever so slightly. Not by much. And that's also the driest part of that area too. So dry skin friendly, no. But again, this isn't made for dry skin, but just for you guys' info. And then if you look on this side of my face, where the acne is, again, in this really, really dry spot, nothing separated. Let's see my chin. Yeah, he disturbed a little bit, ever so slightly. It is creasing, settling into my smile lines, and into my forehead. That's, I mean, you can see, probably, can you guys see? The lines in there, that creased. My nose looks really good, nothing separating there. You know, obviously, except for this portion here, where the sunglasses so I've had this on for about 3 hours and 45 minutes. And we're looking okay. I mean, honestly, do I feel the primer is helping the situation? No. I feel like if I used a mattifying primer or even set the primer, that my nose wouldn't be as shiny as it is now. Because everywhere else seems obviously fine. But I feel like my nose... All right, you guys. This is going to be the last check-in. I was trying to hold out to 8 o'clock, but it is 7:15. So it's been 7 hours. So let's zoom in. Let's really get down into the nitty-gritty and see what this is looking like. I don't know. I'm getting mixed emotions here. And I think, honestly, it's the primer. I don't think I like this primer at all. But anyway. Okay. So you see all of this. Hi you guys, Future Adrian here. I just wanted to chime in and analyze this photo really quick. You can see where the makeup has been removed, disturbed, slightly slipping and sliding on my face. Granted, my son did not help the situation. I do believe it was the primer, hands down. If you're going to use this primer, my recommendation is to set it with a setting powder before applying your foundation. And then my second recommendation is to not use the primer at all. Honestly, I had worn this foundation on a date night since recording this video, changing up the primer to secure the blur from one size. I also set that primer. And we went out to eat, had some oily food. We were at Carrabba's, had a good time. And the foundation held up a heck of a lot better than what you're seeing in this review. And I had worn it, you know, for about 4 hours on that time. So my recommendation period is to set the primer or not use it at all and use one that is meant for oily skin types. All right, you guys. That wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Leave your comments down below on how you think this foundation held up. Did it do the test? Because this is past Adrian. I don't know how it's gonna be. So leave your comments down below. And if you have not already, and if you've made it this far in the video, please sting that subscribe button. Come join my little beehive here with me. Help me pollinate my videos. Anywhere, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, your neighbor, your friend, your mom, your uncle, your cousin, your best friend, anybody, share me out. And I'll hopefully catch you in my next one. Bye.